The tourism industry in Nepal is a double-sided sword. On one side, it has built a large economy that has brought an immense amount of money to the country. Conversely, it greatly harms local ecosystems, surrounding land, and is highly unsustainable in the long run. When the Rana regime fell in 1951, Nepal opened its borders, allowing scientists and mountaineers to apply for visas. They're drawn to the unique country for its high mountain peaks such as Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain. Later, in May of 1953, the summit was conquered by Nepali mountaineer Tenzing Norgay and New Zealand explorer Ahmed Hillary. After this, in 1955, Nepal allowed people to visit for leisure and view the country's vibrant culture, exotic wildlife, natural beauty, and affordability. Today, over 1.1 million tourists visit Nepal annually for those same reasons. In reaction, Nepali people have capitalized on the influx of tourists and created thousands of new jobs. According to the Ministry of Culture, Tourism, and Civil Aviation, in 2016, there are close to 6,000 agencies with over 16,000 employees who guided trekking adventures or tours, establishing tourism as one of the country's largest industries, creating up to 6.7% of the country's GDP and generating roughly $2.2 billion according to the worldbank.org. Despite the success of tourism, Nepal still faces unfortunate challenges, such as being geographically vulnerable, having high poverty rates, an underdeveloped infrastructure, and also a lack of basic human rights. Because of this, Nepal is considered the rank of the least developed country by the United Nations. Tap water is unsafe to drink, with its quality decreasing from 9.1% in 2011 to 1.2% in 2023. If consumed, it can cause diseases such as typhoid and dysentery. A key contributor is that an estimated 95% of wastewater is dumped into local rivers without being treated. As a result of this, tourists tend to drink solely from single-use plastic bottles. It was typical to see these plastic bottles and other forms of litter at tourist destinations. When visiting Swayambhu, also known as Monkey Temple, it was common to see this kind of litter affecting local wildlife. However, litter is not the only harmful form of waste tourists create. Human waste significantly contributes to tourist ecological footprints. For example, the Asian Development Plant conducted a study and noted that Nepali households contributed 50 to 70% of the daily waste. But when there are large influxes of tourists in said area, the waste of the locals contributes to a much smaller degree due to the demand of tourists. The significant amount of waste generated by the tourism industry has built up to become a linear economy, making it unsustainable in the long run. The preferred circular economy is defined as an economy that reuses materials and generates little to no waste, and would be ideal for Nepal. For this to become a reality, Chandramani Ariel of Chitwan University believes educating incoming tourists about their environmental harm they may cause during their visits would help sustainability. Bringing light to limiting plastic use, using energy wisely, and making sure to take out what you bring into the country will all help in the long run. Organizations such as Volunteer Initiative Nepal have been created to combat the excess amount of waste generated. They don't just educate the tourists, but also the locals about better waste management. They also go up and clean the environment, taking a step in the right direction. Researchers have speculated that Nepal will graduate from its least developed country status in November of 2026. This is coming to fruition as the country finalizes its plans for tackling climate change management, economic stability, and nationwide investment. With this, the country will be able to boost global trade, giving Nepal access to new markets and financially boosting the country. To conclude, the double-sided sword of the tourism industry is both positive and negative for Nepal. The positive side brings out economic value through jobs and raises the GDP. On the other side, the tourists unknowingly create harm through plastic and human waste, negatively impacting the country and local areas. This is an unsustainable practice in the long run and needs to be turned around. Introducing a circular economy and educating future tourists about limiting their waste while visiting Nepal can positively impact the country.